Sixers facing Josh Giddey and the Bulls in Chicago. So this one looked like it was going to get out of hand, and that's thanks in large part to Tyrese Maxey. He had 31 points through three quarters. The Sixers held as large as a 24-point lead in the first half, and now we are coming up on 5 years since the last time the Bulls had a comeback of at least 24 points. It came in February of 2021. It was against Detroit. So this doesn't happen very often. Well, you shouldn't have turned your TV off. Fourth quarter here. Chicago dug deep. 10 minutes left. Josh Giddey drives, kicks it out to Jalen Smith for three.
That was a big shot, big play. They got some good ball moves. The second half, totally two-tailed, two different nights, two different halves. So they had a really good second half.
Giddey became the first Bulls player since Michael Jordan, Danny, in '89 to have a triple-double
Most improved.
Consecutive
I think
games.
he's most improved this year.
We showed it here. Drives inside, hit the floater.
Nice little feathery touch inside the lane.
And then 10 seconds left here, still a one-point game. Giddey kicks it out to Nikola Vucevic, who nails the three to take a two-point lead. Here's how it sounded on the Chicago Sports Network with Wayne Randazzo and Stacey King.
Carter sets up a screen. Giddey races to the basket, fires it out. Vucevic the shot. Main for three. Grizzlies veteran steps up.
They were hyped. So, Perk, that's how it sounded. But how did it happen?
So, look at the spacing. Now you have Joel Embiid down at the bottom. He has a decision to make. You put the young fella Edgecombe in the pick and roll, miscommunication. Josh Giddey does a hell of a job of attacking Joel Embiid because he doesn't have the lift. He has to help early. All of a sudden, you leave one of the best shooting bigs in the corner wide open for a three. Hell of a find by Josh Giddey.
Here's Josh Giddey after this monster win.
Tonight was one of the best wins that I've ever been a part of, just in terms of, how bad we were down in that, early in the third, we're down 20, 25 points, and to gut that one out and dig ourselves out of the hole that we did was unbelievable. And as I stated, it was, 10, 11 guys tonight that contributed, and I thought both units, first and second, did not leave probably in the last, 18 minutes of the game to really bring it back. That's a very good win in front of a big crowd and against a team that's been as hard as anyone in the league. They were 5-1 coming in tonight and feeling good, getting guys back healthy. So, yeah, great win.
We haven't talked about the Bulls on this side of the column for a while, Bobby. How big of a win is this for Chicago?
We're usually talking about them in April, the play-in.
Yeah.
I think it's season defining. I know we're only 2 weeks into the season.
It's November.
I know, but look, I think just that when you're at this part, when nobody thinks anything of you, and predictions don't mean anything when we start playing, you just got to start stacking wins, and now they've got one loss, and they're 6-1 here, and they're the best record in the Eastern Conference, and Josh Giddey looks like an all-star here with another triple-double here. It is huge. I think it's more about the ability to come back, from a big deficit like they did last night.
Oh, Billy Donovan could actually coach. He could
Hall
actually.
of Fame coach,
No, I'm just saying. But
longest tenured coach.
exactly. He actually could coach. And what happened is we're watching a true definition of a team. We're watching guys losing themselves in a team, being stars in a row. Vucevic playing at a high level. Josh Giddey playing at an all NBA level right now. And what happened was, and I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud, they got rid of DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, and Billy Donovan was able to get the attention in the ears of that locker room.
What's impressive to me is they're doing this without Kobe White. Carolina guy, I think he's one of their best offensive guys out there. But I think a good amount of it also was Philly on the other side of it. They just had a really bad second half.
You took the game off, didn't you?
I did.
You put the kids to bed.
I'm not a gambler, so I predicted that Joe would get a certain amount of points, that Tyrese would get, and I predicted Philly would win the game. So I'm like, oh, this is good. I got my predictions in the books. I'm winning. Put the kids to sleep, go use the bathroom, come back. What the hell happened? I'm like, there's no way Chicago won this game, But they came back. I said, Joel got cold in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Second half, he only had 2 points. But Chicago just kept coming back. It did to them what Philly did to other teams. Philly has come back against Boston. They've come back against Washington. Chicago stayed the course. Got to give a lot of credit to guys like Isaac Okoro, Herter, like all the others. But they played an unbelievable game, and Josh Giddey's been unbelievable. So I think he's more improved this year, which is crazy to say because he's balling last year.
Credit to Chicago, but that was also an epic collapse on the 76ers side of all of this. All right, we got some injury updates, so let's go coast to coast to get you those from around the league. We're going to start with a very important one, near and dear to our hearts, the return of Red Panda to the NBA last night. That happened in Chicago. It was her first NBA halftime since breaking her left wrist in a fall during a performance at the Commissioner's Cup on July 1st. So, Perk, how many times have you seen Red Panda? We're glad to see her back.
Yeah. Absolutely, and back like she forgot something. You know, I did a toe touch when I see her. I was so happy.
Do we have that toe touch on camera? We're going to need that. All right, next up, a little bit more serious here. Walker Kessler, he will undergo season-ending surgery on his left shoulder. This is according to Chris Haynes. Kessler averaged 14, 11 rebounds, a double-double in his last 5 games this season. So, Bobby, what does this mean entering a contract for him?
Yeah, they weren't able to get an extension done in October here. He's going to be probably one of the top centers in restricted free agency. You want to feel good for Utah here, but this is certainly a big blow for them.
Next up, let's head to New Orleans. Zion Williamson missed the Pelicans' first win of the season last night. It was against the Hornets. He has a strained left hamstring. He will be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. So, Danny, what could this injury mean for the Pelicans?
It's going to be tough, but it's going to take a group effort. You need guys like Jose Alvarado come together. They need some Ted Lasso energy in that locker room to be positive. But finally get the monkey off their back and get a win was huge for them. Willie Green says got to find a way to keep that positivity up, encouragement, and they've shown that they can win without one of their superstars. They got to continue to do that and figure out ways to just stay afloat. Hopefully
it is that short term, only a week and a half here for him. But finally, last night, Jimmy Butler left the Warriors win over the Suns with a lower back soreness. It's an issue that emerged in the aftermath of the team's Saturday night loss in Indianapolis. He's played in all 8 Warriors games this season. He's averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists this season. But let's get a little bit more on this. Joining us now is our senior insider, Shams Charania. Shams, Warriors, they're going into the second night of a back-to-back here. This one is against the Kings. Who's going to be available for Golden State in this one?
Stephen Curry is out tonight. He's sick. The expectation has been that Draymond Green would be sitting out as well on the second night of a back-to-back with bumps and bruises. Officially, he's going to be listed questionable, but the big one was Jimmy Butler with the back injury that he suffered in Indianapolis on Saturday. My understanding is Jimmy Butler is pushing to play tonight. His status is up in the air, but he is trying hard to play with that back issue. He's been having around-the-clock 24/7 treatment on. The Warriors are starting 8 of 9 on the road beginning tonight. They play Denver in Denver on Friday.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. You want to be able to have your big 3 back and right for that game. No Steph Curry tonight in the second night of a back-to-back out with that illness. Shams, thank you so very much. But while we're talking about Steph Curry, in case you missed it, last night, did y'all see this? The moon aligned with a specific Steph Curry billboard in Los Angeles, and it gives the look that Curry is not just the best shooter on planet Earth, but possibly in
the galaxy.
I'll tell you what.
I didn't know. I would have went out there and watched that last night.
Just saying, nothing surprises me anymore in 2025.
That's awesome. Sometimes nature just gives us these really, really cool gifts. Hey, coming up here on NBA Today, what is fueling Victor Wembanyama's historic start to his 3rd season? Ryan Windhorst, he takes us inside the mind of the superstar. And speaking of Wemby, he's taking on Luka on ESPN. We have some injury updates for you coming out of this game. Dave McMenamin stopped by with the latest on Austin Reeves. And did you see Kentucky guard Colin Chandler's insane rack attack? How did it stack up to the best college dunks by current NBA players? We've got a list. Highlights you're not going to want to miss.
It's for you.